I swear y'all are going to be calling me a Jeffree Star hater coming up pretty soon. Y'all know I vented about this before. I used to get so pressed of like whenever I would do like a my thoughts and opinions video about like Jeffree Star's collection, some people would be like, "Oh my god, he's so far up Jeffree's ass," because there was some things that I really liked and I complimented. And then, oh my gosh, on a Reddit forum specifically, they would be talking about me like, "Oh my god, he's so wishy-washy. Sometimes he loves Jeffree Star collection, sometimes he hates them." I'm like, what world are we living in that you're expected to like every single collection that somebody puts out? Even my favorite brands out there in the world, like I'm like, okay, some of their stuff is kind of whack. Even when I worked at Mac for I worked at Mac for literally almost 9 years, and during that time, honestly, it would be difficult for me to like even sell some of the collections because I'm like, this is horrible. Like, y'all, if I'm keeping it real with you guys, when we came out with the Simpsons collection, I was like, this is so like unwearable and so like not cute. Like, I just did not like it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's obviously going to be some collections that you just don't like. I think what it is with Jeffree Star specifically, whenever I talk about him, like, yes, you'll see some videos out there that I'm like, oh my gosh, I think that his palettes are so cool and so like, iconic and revolutionary and so different. Do you know what I'm saying? And then there's some where I'm just like, okay, this is whack, this is boring, this has been done before. I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. Over the past, I wanna say probably 2 years now, I have been so like anti Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and that's not even for like personal reasons or anything like that. I'm just saying, as far as the collections that he is putting out, I feel like they're so like, I don't know. Like, I feel like he just needs to stop at this point. To be quite honest with you guys, I feel like there for years he was on top of the market when it came down to eyeshadow palettes. I really do feel like he was coming out with some really, really cool things. Now, I do see some of your guys' comments before when I do talk about palettes. Like, you're like, oh my gosh, like, of course you're gonna think it's this, this, and this because you have all these colors, but you have to imagine people out here who don't have these colors. But look, y'all, I've been doing YouTube now for 9 years, technically 9.5 years now. So I feel like within this whole entire time, like, my audience is obviously growing with me and probably has a lot of the same products that I do have as well, too. So when it comes down to me giving my thoughts and opinions about a collection, like, yes, of course, if you don't have these color stories or whatever, like, cool, that may be a like perfect product for you. Or say, for example, if you have a daughter or son who's barely getting into makeup, then obviously that might be a good purchase for them. But y'all, letting y'all know before we even jump into this is my thoughts and opinions. Like, I don't know why, for so like, y'all, I've been doing my thoughts and opinions videos about makeup collections for years, as well as reviews, and I'm like, I don't understand why it's so difficult for people to understand that it's my opinion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes if I'm being so for real with you, I get so damn annoyed looking at comments specifically within these style of videos because I'm like, why are you coming at me sideways for my opinion? Like, at the end of the day, these makeup collections are subjective. Like, what you like, I don't have to like. What I like, you don't have to like. Like, oh my God, y'all, sometimes I really do get a little bit pressed. And if I'm being so for real with you guys, when I used to do Jeffree Star Cosmetics reviews as well as my thoughts and opinions on the regular, oh my God, people on the Reddit forum would piss me off because I'm sitting over here like, you guys are so dumb. Like, honestly, like, the amounts of people that would say that I'm so wishy-washy, literally that those exact words. I'm like, you want me to hate every collection or you want me to love every collection? Like, we're talking about collections here. I'm not going to love every single collection. And being real with you guys, sometimes it's a little bit annoying, okay? Anyways, I wanted to get that disclaimer out of the way because do keep in mind it's my thoughts and opinions, okay? I'm letting y'all know this from the jump too. The pictures that I'm most likely going to be inserting in this video are probably going to be a little bit janky because if you guys watch my thoughts and opinions videos about Jeffree Star's collections, y'all know that I'm always praising him, that I really do love that he has it like already preloaded to the website so you can take a really good look at the products and the prices and things like that. However, he barely announced this collection 1 hour before me filming this video, so I don't know if he's just no longer going to be like having the products already preloaded to his website before launch date. However, as of right now, I just took screenshots from his YouTube video, which, by the way, I am so surprised that he went back on YouTube. Y'all know that he before he was like, you know what, like, I'm just over YouTube. I don't care to like do it anymore, and all he really cares about is TikTok. And then now he uploaded this collection reveal on YouTube, which I think is kind of crazy because quite some years ago when he decided to make his exit from YouTube, people were pressed because they're like, we built a community within this channel, and then you're just gonna go and leave us and then head over to TikTok, which, by the way, I'm kind of like, I don't understand why people do that. You know what I mean? Like, the same videos that you do on TikTok, you can do for YouTube too. Do you know what I'm saying? Also, too, a lot of people out there go live on YouTube at the same time that they're live on TikTok. So I don't understand why you would just completely drop that community. To me, it just never really made sense, especially being that he has millions of followers. Also, okay, one thing too, before getting into this, I want to let you guys know I don't plan on keeping makeup content on my YouTube. Like I did say that I'm going to be like doing it on Patreon. I did do a couple Patreon exclusive videos when it comes down to beauty related stuff. I'm only doing this my thoughts and opinions video here on YouTube as well as Patreon, of course, but I'm only doing that because recently I just did a, my thoughts and opinions style video about his Vans Warped Tour collection, and I was like, oh, I'm so surprised that so many of you guys were like, oh, like we're happy that you're doing this again, and like a lot of you guys were DMing me too, and I was like, wait, like I thought nobody liked beauty content anymore here up on my channel, because y'all know I've said before the reason why I turned this channel solely into commentary, and actually I took it out of the beauty category as well too. I put it into the commentary space, specifically on the YouTube categories, because nobody was watching my beauty videos. So that's why I just was like, oh, you know what, people just like commentary and that's it. So I don't know, which at the end of the day, my thoughts and opinions video is obviously just commentary because I'm not doing a review, but I'm just letting you guys know I don't plan on necessarily doing any other, like my thoughts and opinions, like beauty style videos up on my channel. But I was just like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and do it. Anyways, I want to go ahead and say the new collection that he is coming out with is called the Cowgirl. Oh my gosh, what is actually it's called? It's called the Cowgirl Queen. Okay. Now, there's a couple things that I want to talk about before going into this. Is one, I know obviously Jeffree Star's aesthetic is obviously very pink. Y'all know when I used to do my makeup and especially my eyeshadow, it's so crazy that I hate the color pink. Like I really, every time I see like overly pink things, I'm just like, whoa, like it's just too much for me. But it's so funny because I sound like such a hypocrite because y'all, back in the day, I specifically used to love doing my eyeshadow pink. Like I loved pink eyeshadow. Like I just felt like pinks and purples and like those plums or plums with pinks, like I absolutely loved it. So I totally sound like a hypocrite, but seeing this collection, I'm like, it's pink overload. It definitely is pink overload. One thing that I want to say, and I'm going to try my hardest to only say it one time within this video, but if y'all have watched my Jeffree Star videos before, y'all know I've been saying for like what, 2 or 3 years now that I'm like, I am so tired of these collections where he comes out with lip products as well as eyeshadows, and yet again, it's lip products and eyeshadow, and I'm just like, I'm so curious to know like what his revenue is when it comes down to his brand, because I'm so curious to know how many people are still shopping for just lips and just eyeshadow palettes. I think it's kind of crazy, honestly. And if you guys checked out my last Vans Warped Tour video or his collection, I was like, y'all, he's literally been talking about for over 2 years now that he's coming out with brow products. I filmed that video, and I shit you not, literally like the next day after filming that video, he goes and he makes an announcement that his brow products are coming out, which, by the way, they do look pretty good. I just have to say, like, low-key, y'all, like, I'm kind of cheap. Like, the fact I want to say his brow pencils are like $22, I'm like, no, like y'all know before with my Namie's discount, before Huda Beauty discontinued her micro brow pencil, I was paying $10 for my brow pencil. That's how I'm like $22, absolutely not. But they do look good. The colors look good. Also, too, the brow gel looks good. And I'm like, oh, these are some things that I would want to try out. But they're above my price range, if I'm being so fair with you guys. Because honestly, now, if you guys like are on my Patreon, then I'm repeating myself. But recently I've really been liking this nano brow pencil from CoverGirl, and it's like the same thickness as the Huda Beauty micro brow pencil, and it's only $8 on Amazon. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go spend 22 on it, okay? Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and jump into this collection to where he is doing his whole reveal in his little barn, and he shows the palette like this, which is the Cowgirl Queen palette. And I have to say, at first, I didn't know what the hell this shape was. Like he said, the outside trunk has a little handle in it. It totally makes sense because the actual palette itself is shaped like a cowgirl boot. I'm so sorry. I think it's tacky. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And you know what's so crazy is recently I've been into country music. If you guys have been on my lives, like this is a shocker, okay? Because over the past, I would say 2 years now, maybe even 3 years now, I've been into country music. Like I'm a little bit shook. Like y'all, young me would literally be like tripping out right now because I'm like, I've never really cared for country music. And oh my God, over the past couple years, I've really, really been into country. However, no offense to anybody out there, because oh my gosh, like I see a lot of girls dressed up for like Stagecoach and like all these country concerts and shit, and they dress so damn cute. But I feel like for the most part, the cowgirl aesthetic is just a little tacky in my opinion, okay? And I'm so sorry to offend some, but I really do see some girls really do it up. But I'm gonna be so fair with you. seeing pink like cow boots or cowgirl boots. No, I'm sorry. Look, at the end of the day, this is all subjective. I look at this palette and I'm like, it's a cute concept, like totally, like to have it in the shape of a boot, like it's totally cute. I think for me is obviously just the pink that I'm just kind of like, oh. But once again, we are talking about Jeffree Star here. Obviously, like he is known as, the pink lover, okay? Like clearly it totally matches his aesthetic. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, okay? Seeing the outside of this, I was like, it's a little bit tacky, it's a little bit cute, because I do like the concept. I do like the fact that it's obviously shaped like a boot. And y'all know I've said it before. I always gave him praise for this. When it comes down to his eyeshadow palettes, at least he's doing things different as far as the actual component and the packaging of it. Because let's keep it real, every single color story exists. Like every single color story exists. So what can you do differently? And I do have to say that he was thinking outside of the box to actually make the concept of the packaging as well as the component to make it very fun. And I gotta give him credit for that. But seeing the outside of this, I was like, okay, the boot itself is cute. I don't like the pink. That's where I'm like, lost with it. So I thought the palette was going to be really tacky. This is it on the inside. And I do have to say, you guys are going to be so surprised. I actually do like the color story. I think it's a beautiful color story. Also, too, there is a couple different formulas, or not a couple different formulas. There's one different formula in here that, damn, I forgot the name of what he called it. Like diamond something. So they're supposed to be way more shimmery than his typical metallics. Because y'all know that I've done a comparison before of Jeffree Star's palette versus James Charles' palette, and I actually liked the James Charles shimmers better because they actually were very shimmery, as to where Jeffree Star's regular metallic formula was just frosty and not shimmery. These look very frosty. This retails for $56 and it is 15 shades. I do have to say, I like the color story. The one and only thing that kind of does throw me off is the green in it. But obviously, I do think that it does totally make sense when you are thinking of like the cowgirl aesthetic or cowboy aesthetic. Because obviously, like you'd be thinking of like horses in the grass and shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, obviously it does go. Getting into some of the swatches that he put right here, I was like, actually, it's really pretty. I just think that it's totally been done before. Also, I do have to say, I think personally, but I get it once again, okay? Because I already know some of y'all are going to be like, it's Jeffree Star, duh. I get the whole pink thing, I do. But I think with the color story of the actual eyeshadows, I think if he would have just done like a brown palette boot with like little pink touches, I think that would have been cute. Because when you're looking at the actual color story versus the pink boot, it's like, okay, this doesn't even go. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why at first I was like, this fool's putting out another pink eyeshadow palette. Like, how many pink eyeshadow palettes does he have? But no, it's really just the boot that is pink. But I think it would have been super cute if he would have had like a really pretty brown and then little touches of pink. Do you know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion on it. So that does retail for $56. By the way, y'all know when I do these videos, I love to go over his bundle list because I do think that if you're going to purchase multiple products, the bundle is normally better. However, since he doesn't have it listed on his website at the time of filming this video, I don't know if he's going to be doing bundles, but I'm sure he will. He literally always has. Also, okay, once again, he is coming out with new lip products. Okay, look. I'm going to tell you guys this for those of you that are new to my channel, okay? I have been saying this for so many years now. I am so tired of eyeshadow palettes as well as lipsticks. But here's the thing. Here's the truth of the matter. A lot of these brands do it because, like, even if you looked before at Laura Lee's brand before she, canceled it. What the hell is that? And also Manny MUAs, like everybody else's brand out here, if you don't have any type of backing, if you don't have any type of, multi-millionaire or billionaire backing owning your brand, like Patrick Starr, for example, it's going to be very difficult for you to come out with all different types of new collections to where you're coming out with new formulas of blushes and concealers and foundations and skin tints and things like that. Like, obviously, that is going to be difficult because those products do cost the most to make. And then obviously you want to be inclusive and you want to come out with freaking 30 to 50 shades, which is going to cost millions of dollars. So I do understand why these brands do it. However, I just feel like, for so many years now, it's just, it's getting a little repetitive here. So he is coming out with new shades of the Shiny Trap lipsticks, which, by the way, I have not tried this lip product. It definitely does seem like something that I would like because y'all know, even though I haven't even done my makeup in so long, like, y'all, it's been... I can't even tell you guys the last time that I did it. I'm sure it's somewhere up on my channel. That's literally the last time that I did a full face of makeup. But I always would prefer a moisturizing, hydrating lip, and these seem hydrating. I do have to say this. One shade in here, the third shade in on the top row, I think that one's beautiful. Like, that literally looks like a color that I would wear. It looks like my natural lip color. So I really, really do like that shade right there. But once again, here we have some lip products, you know. And speaking of lip products, he is also coming out with two new lip oils. One is like a glittery pink, and then one is just like a normal pink. I gotta keep it with you guys. I do like a lip oil. Actually, I really like a lip oil. However, I'm so damn cheap with it. Like honestly, y'all, I'm like Elf is where it's at for the lip oils, and that's totally fine to me. Y'all know that I stay raving about my Vaseline lip therapy, which by the way, y'all, I'm starting to see that they have it at Ulta now. They literally sell it in Ulta, and I'm like, nobody was talking about the damn Vaseline lip therapy until me. So I'm like, Okay, I feel like this next one is going to ruffle some feathers because I have some really hot takes about this, I feel. But who the hell is wearing colored mascara anymore? Like, I gotta keep it real with y'all. Go back on my Instagram, okay? I loved colored mascara 10 years ago. I really don't see too many people out there in the everyday world wearing colorful mascara. I do think it is pretty. I do think it is a nice touch. If you have green eyes and to wear a dark plum mascara, I think it's gorgeous. I think it's beautiful because it obviously complements your eye. And there's the one shade in here that he is coming out with that is kind of like a, I think he called it like a few, what did he call it? Damn, I forgot what he exactly called it, but to me, it's not deep enough. I feel like it's still a little bit too bright. However, this blue, it's just too much for me. I just don't see people wearing that on an everyday basis. Y'all know recently too, like when I was talking to y'all, I was like, damn, I feel like not everybody really does their makeup like how they used to. Like I feel like everything is way more toned down, neutral, and it's not fun, crazy, and vibrant like how it used to be. So I feel like coming out with this bright of a mascara is a little crazy in my opinion, you know? But I have to say though, obviously as times, you know, well, as I get older, I guess my opinion changes because I don't know, I gotta keep it real. 10 years ago, I would love this. I really would have loved this, but now I'm like, no, I don't like it. I don't like either shade. And then he is coming out with, and I am so sorry, y'all, okay? Everybody's aesthetic is different. Let's go ahead and put this into perspective. Y'all know I stay shopping at Walmart. I don't give a fuck, okay? I really do. Like, y'all think that I'm joking when I say that, but I legitimately buy some shirts from Walmart. This shirt that I'm wearing right now is from Costco, y'all. It was $5.99 at Costco, okay? Like, I literally am not a fashionable person whatsoever, so do take everything with a grain of salt. It's literally just my opinion, but I also am that type of person that if, like, one of my family members is like, oh, I don't like your shirt, I don't get bothered by it in the slightest. If one of my friends is like, I don't really like that on you. Those pants don't really look cute. I'd be like, oh, okay. Well, that's your opinion. I literally don't care. But I do know some people take it so far up the ass. And it's like, oh my gosh, let's go ahead and keep in mind, everybody has a difference of aesthetic. Do you know what I mean? Everybody has a difference of opinion. I gotta say, he is coming out with this plaid pink shirt. I hate it. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. No offense to any of y'all that love it and are like, oh my gosh, I would wear this. I think it's so ugly. I think it is so damn ugly. It low-key reminds me of like, do y'all remember like Miss Swan from like Mad TV? Like it gives me those vibes. I know that hers obviously was colorful. I think it was like yellow and blue, but it's like, give me those vibes. It's just like super tacky is what I'm saying. And I just don't like it whatsoever. I do like tie-dye though, okay? And he is coming out with a pink tie-dye shirt, which I think is cute, although I would never wear pink, okay? Like literally ever. But for those of you that like pink, I think that's cute. And of course, he is coming out with a new mirror. I think he missed an opportunity with this because I think that his mirrors, I see so many people using his mirrors. And y'all, I have to say, shout out to Renelle Smith. She literally sent me like, I want to say over the years, probably like 3 or 4 mirrors. Still use them, still love them. I actually purchased like, I want to say 3 of my own. I love his mirrors. I think that they're really cute, really like light. So y'all, I'm that type of person that when I do my makeup, I have to be like holding a mirror in my hand. I can't just like look in the mirror. I don't know why. So I love his mirrors. I think he missed an opportunity here to come out with this. I'm like, this is kind of plain. Like he could have done it in the shape of like a cowboy hat. He could have done like a horseshoe. He could have done, I don't know, like, well, maybe a horseshoe wouldn't work because then it would just be the shape of a U. But there's so many other things. Like he could have done a boot. He could have done a boot shaped mirror. Do you know what I'm saying? So for him just coming out with a star and then just putting the little like bandana, you know, print on it, I don't really like. And he's also coming out with a cowboy necklace. I'm sorry, no. No. Oh my god, y'all. He's coming out with these bandanas right here. One's bedazzled, one's regular. I think they're super tacky. I'm sorry. Once again, I'm just not a pink person like that. Like I really just don't like this pink stuff. This bag that he's coming out with too, he said it was super pricey, but I don't know what the price of it is. You know what? Normally he would list before the pricing of the stuff. Oh, duh. I am so stupid. That's how I knew the price of the damn, the eyeshadow palette. Let's see if he has the bag in there. Oh my God. It's $175. Oh my gosh, this pink bag right here is $175. He did say in there that it was custom and that it's pricey, but I'm sorry, y'all. $175? Like, oh my gosh, like y'all can like find a Gucci weekender bag at like TJ Maxx for that same price. Like what? I'm sorry, but no. And then also he's coming out with this little like Loungefly looking backpack. I don't like it. And then his makeup bags. Oh, I actually do own two of his makeup bags. Love his makeup bags. I hate these. I think that they are so tacky. I am so sorry. Specifically the alligator print one. I think it's so tacky. I'm sorry. I just don't like it. Anyways, y'all, that is it for this collection. I know a lot of you guys are going to hate me, but at the end of the day, you know what? Once again, it is my opinion, okay? And I got to keep it real with y'all and say, I don't really like this. The color story of the eyeshadow palette I do think is pretty. That third color in that I showed you guys from the lip collection, I think is really, really pretty. However, I don't know. It's just like the same thing over and over again. Like for those of you that have been up on my channel for years, y'all know I have done so many my thoughts and opinions makeup videos is when like say for example like if I'm just keeping it real with you guys, like I was like, oh shit, I'm not supporting his brand anymore, but I still want to talk about it because obviously everybody is still wanting to know my opinions about it because I did so many Jeffree Star reviews way back in the past. And then obviously too, like as the years went on, I started realizing I'm spending too much money on makeup. And I'm being so real with you guys. When I was doing my makeup content and I was doing so many reviews, I'm like, I would spend $55 on a damn palette, and then from that video I would end up making 50 bucks, and I'm like, I'm in the negative. There's no purpose of me doing this. Like I'm literally ending up broke by doing this. So I gotta say, if y'all have been watching my thoughts and opinions videos of Jeffree Star Cosmetics for some years now, y'all know I've been saying it's the same thing, like over and over. It's the same thing, just a different color, like literally. Although I do have to say, in his most recent palettes, I think that this is actually my favorite color story that he has come out with within probably the past 2 years, because I do think that is a beautiful color story of the palette. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. This is not really my vibe, okay? Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.